About a year ago, in May of 2022, I took an image of the Crescent Nebula. A year has passed since then, and now I have a brand new setup and another year's worth of knowledge and experience to take an even better photo of the Crescent Nebula. I've been already working on building up this project as I have 5 hours and 35 minutes worth of data now. I also have an image included in my last video, which is a serial processing tutorial, which will help you improve your HOO images. So if you're interested in that, make sure to go watch that video. But anyway, I am super excited to see what I can get with the Crescent Nebula this year, and if I put in 10 hours plus of integration in this. I'm just very curious to see how much better this will be from my old one, because it's already looking so much better. Galaxy season is pretty much over now. We are going into May, which is like the last 2 weeks of Galaxy season, and then the Milky Way core season in the Cygnus region and all of that are all going to be in season and ready to be shot. I pretty much already ended Galaxy season for myself. May is normally just my cutoff line of when I stop shooting galaxies and actually start shooting the Milky Way core and the Cygnus region. So this is going to be my first image of this actual season. So just a really exciting time for me. This is my favorite time of the year for astrophotography, kind of the summer sky. So I am just super excited. I did not mention this in my last Astro vlog, but I did finally replace the cardboard dew shield with an actual dew shield, finally. Also just did some quick cable management going on, just so the cords wouldn't be as much of a problem. I kind of had a zip tie around here where the ASI screws onto the scope, and try to just keep the cords a little bit more tidy. I definitely need some more cable management going on, as you can see. I still have very messy cables going on, which is kind of a pain, but hopefully I can get some of those things that go around your ASI air that actually allow a lot better cable management, and then I'm going to have to figure out something for down there where there's a bunch of massive cords from the guide scope dew heater and the mount in the ASI air, just called a big mess of cords down at the bottom. Now, because this target is mainly a narrowband target, I will be using the Optolong L enhanced filter to help boost that nebula signal. You can definitely shoot this in broadband, but it's going to be a lot better shot in dual narrowband or narrowband. This filter will also be an advantage tonight because it's going to be a full moon, so the moon is going to be, of course, a big problem, although this filter will definitely help out with that a lot. And the last bit of 5.5 hours I got that looked great was full moon as well. Now, this nebula can be shot in various different focal lengths because of all of the surroundings going on around it. I mean, there is a lot of surroundings going on. So even if you're really wide, like even though you might not get a bunch of detail on this target at all, if you're like 135 millimeters, you will definitely get it, but there will be a lot of interesting stuff in the Sadar region that is surrounding the Crescent Nebula. We are outside now. We're about to get polar aligned and stuff. And it is just a perfectly clear night out. It is still a bit early for Cygnus to be up, so we might do some visual with the moon. I think that might be cool. But yeah, we're just going to get the rig set up and everything up and going. So by the time Cygnus rises, we will be up and imaging. I grabbed the phone out. We are already on the ASI Air app and got everything up and going here. We're getting everything connected, and we're going to take our first test shot to make sure we are focused so we are able to polar align. Okay, we are good and focused now. So now we are going to switch over to the polar alignment. We're going to take our first exposure. Solving. Okay, now we're going to wait for the mount to move. Alright, I have slewed to the Crescent Nebula. Cygnus and the stuff like that is finally rising, and Scorpius is over here rising as well. And we're going to take 5-minute exposures like we did last time. I'm hoping to get another 5.5 hours of data to hopefully get above 10 hours. And after that, I think I'm going to call this project a quits. I would like to go more, but the weather is looking awful, and I'm going on vacation next week. And when I get back, the moon's going to be gone, and I'm going to be ready to shoot the broadband targets of the Milky Way core now that that's starting to rise as well. So after I get this 10 hours, although I would like to do more, I might just get more later in the summer and combine it with this or something like that. But for now, after tonight, this project is going to be ending. The image after 10 hours and 30 minutes of integration turned out absolutely beautiful. I am super happy with this image, and it is way better than what I got about a year ago.